This is Jesse Courtwright reporting for AJN News on the highly controversial topic of genetic engineering, specifically transgenic animals. Good or bad? Genetic engineering can be used for good and it can be used for bad. Specifically today we will be learning about transgenic animals, the type of animal that has its own genes combined with the specific gene of another animal or another animal of that same species to express a certain desired trait. We will go now live to Jesse Courtwright to explain in detail how this process works. Jesse? Thanks, Jesse. My name is Jesse Courtwright, and today I'm going to explain to you how we make transgenic animals. Now, the first part of the process is we have to get the desired gene from the same type of animal or from another species. We have to isolate that gene. Once we've isolated that gene, we take that gene in a syringe such as this, and we will then inject the gene into the nucleus of the animal that is going to carry that gene. So if we were going to make a cow that produced human milk, we would take the gene for the proteins in human milk and inject that into the gene of the cow. So I'm going to demonstrate that process on this cup of Jell-O right here. Now, the potato inside represents the nucleus of the cell, and the Jell-O represents the cytoplasm, with the glass on the outside of the container representing the cell membrane. Now watch closely as I inject the desired trait into the nucleus. Once the trait has been injected, specifically the chromosome that we have isolated, we will remove the syringe and we will let the cell become a full organism. Once it has become a full organism, it is pretty much just a guessing game about whether or not it will work, and we have to run hundreds of tests, hundreds of trials, try hundreds of different genes and different methods, and once we have discovered what will work, then we have a method of creating a transgenic animals. Thank you, Jesse. That report was absolutely riveting. Probably the most interesting thing I have heard in my entire life, and thank you for that. We now go live to Noah Ludwig on the spot in Jesse Courtwright's backyard, reporting on the pros of animal transgenics. Noah?
Thank you, Jesse. One pro to transgenic animals is it could save countless lives. One example is malaria-resistant mosquitoes, which have been introduced into Africa, because malaria is the main killer in Africa. Another example would be primates in Japan have also been introduced with a gene that could make them resistant to Parkinson's disease. This could then be implanted into humans, which could make us resistant to Parkinson's. Another benefit would be the ability to grow organs on animals such as cows and pigs, which then could be transplanted onto humans to shorten up donor lists and save lives.
Thank you, Noah. That report was truly mind-boggling, and I have never seen a report so good on animal transgenics. We go live now to our other correspondent, Alex, who will give us the cons to animal transgenics.
Thank you, Jesse. Some cons to animal transgenics are there can be unpredictable outcomes, such as you could have like mutant apes running over the planet and just destroying everything. And some would argue that it's not natural. It could change the environment or the food chain. And it could be, people could misuse the animals or be cruel towards them. And people think it's like playing God with the animals and creating different things. So, back to you, Jesse.
Thank you, Alex. That was truly beautiful. So, you have the facts, you have the pros, and you have the cons. Now it's up to you to decide. Is gene manipulation wrong, or is it just simple technological advancement? It's up to you, as a member of this world, to decide whether or not we should be messing with this kind of thing. On one hand, you have all the benefits, such as the diseases that can be cured and the mass production of goods that we need and other things that will help out our race in advancing ourselves and protecting our planet. On the other hand, you have things such as ethical issues about playing God and messing with the natural order of the world, the possible environmental impact of manipulating genes. So, do the benefits outweigh the risks, or do the risks outweigh the benefits? We, as equal members of this planet, affecting its environment, are responsible for its well-being, and the only way we can do that is to make sure that everything we are doing is in the best interest of us and our planet. Sorry, but that's all the time we have. Please take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Good old cytoplasm.